The fabulous actress Juliet Stevenson, welcome, and thank you for joining us for the Alan Bates Award 2016. What does the Alan Bates Award mean to you, and how important is it in the lives of young professional actors, do you think?
Well, I think, this moment in a young actor's life, as they've just finished their training, 3 years, normally 2 or 3 years, and then they step out into their profession for the first time, it's a massive moment in your life. I remember it very well. It's like a really clear sort of turning point and landmark. And I think it can be very lonely. You've been with your peers all the way through drama school, 20 or 30 of you in a group, beginning together, learning together, pratfalling together, getting up again, supporting each other, falling in love, falling out of love, and all that stuff. And suddenly that all sort of disintegrates and you're on your own. It can be an extremely isolated moment in your life, and they're still only very young. So I think one of the many great benefits of this is that just at that moment, the Actors Centre sort of reaches out a hand and says to, the 6 who are here today, listen, you've got our support. We'll give you a mentor, which is a brilliant idea. I mean, I never had one of those. I would have loved to have an actor mentor, older than me, more experienced, who could guide me through that first year or two. You haven't got a clue about so many things. And sometimes the mistakes you make, you catch up, take years to catch up with. I mean, just being with the wrong accountant who's charging you too much, or getting the wrong photos done, or being ripped off by somebody, or just not knowing, lots of not knowing. Or not knowing whom to go to for guidance. Do I need to change my agent or don't I? Should I take this job, or should I give up? Should I not? Should I take a job as a wait? There's loads and loads of questions that come into your mind, and I think to have somebody, so that's one thing they get. And then I think they've had a lot of recognition. The room is full of casting directors, actors, people, some agents, so people who will now know their work and know they're brilliant. So I think for these 6, it's a great, and obviously for the lucky winner and the runners-up, special prizes and perks. Fantastic for the winner. I mean, all sorts of support. So, yeah, I think it's mainly an act of great recognition of the vulnerabilities they experience at this moment, and then real sort of backup and support for them. But I mean, in my day, we didn't even have an Actors Centre, so that alone, is a great place. It's a place where you can come and hang out with your tribe, do some more training, because the training doesn't stop here.
Exactly. And that was leading me on to my second question, Julia. How important is the Actors Centre, do you think, for young working actors that haven't been through the Alan Bates programme?
I think really important. There's no other place which is just for us. It's not an industry place. It's not a place which is full of people who might or might not employ you. It's an Actors Centre. You can come here, have a cup of tea, meet people here. You can workshop. You can learn a lot more. And, not working is really tough, because those kids who are not working and who've got to be a waitress or a courier or whatever it is to earn enough living can still go on reminding themselves that they are actors. And just because they're not working doesn't make them not one. They can be here, they can workshop, they can get classes with some really great people, and remain within the community. So I think that it offers a really important sanctuary, workshop, continuation of their training, a club. It has lots of roles to offer, I think.
Juliet Stevenson, thank you so much.